The Warwick Institute of Engagement's mission is to support staff and students at Warwick to engage with the wider world. The Institute helps current staff and students to develop ongoing collaborative relationships with local, national and international partners, groups or organisations. One of the ways we do this is through the Collaboration and Co-Production Fund. Some of the projects we've funded are presented in this film. So, why collaborate?
My Collaboration and Co-Production Fund project is working with Rugby Art Gallery and Museum, based funnily enough in Rugby, and we were looking at the history and the culture of inventions in the Midlands. We're well known for having invented a great many things, and rugby is known for having invented a sport. But beyond that, there are lots of other inventions that have popped up that maybe you haven't heard of, and we wanted to celebrate the progress and the pioneering research of people in the Midlands.
The co-production project that I'm running is called Stitch in Time, and that project is about working with young people in local primary schools, raising awareness of programming, maths and how they are linked, and also how it links to the history of Coventry, which was very much based on textiles. So it was about applying programming skills to create patterns onto fabric that could then be stitched in the classroom with those young people.
My name's Mark Scott. I'm a researcher at Warwick Business School. I am researching and evaluating Coventry being UK City of Culture in 2021. We were working with the Belgrade Theatre on evaluating their projects as part of City of Culture, and what stemmed from that was there was a gap in knowledge that they identified. So this project came along and we could fill that gap by working with them to understand the needs of local artists and help them build in those tools into their work.
Through this project, we've been able to do some things with the museum that we maybe wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. It's no secret that museums are often looking for funding and they're strapped for cash. And this project allowed us to put some money into building an exhibit that focused on these inventions. Through this, we've developed a partnership, and I've helped support events like Night at Your Museum, working with families and young people. Working with the Warwick Institute of Engagement is always helpful. We have so many experts who know a little bit about something, anything. So whenever I was stuck and I needed to know how we could do something, what's the best way of working with a museum, how can we pull these projects off, there was an expert that I could call on and work with them and make sure that we delivered something really brilliant.
The Institute of Engagement has been really helpful in this work by obviously providing the funding to allow it to happen, but it also allowed us to utilise the contacts that the engagement has in terms of other partners within the city. What we've been able to do through the collaboration is develop a range of tools for evaluating cultural work within Coventry. So what we hope to be able to do is continually evolve those tools so they're available and freely available to local artists and those working in the cultural sector in the city, so they have something that they can use to really strengthen the evaluations that they do, so Coventry becomes recognised as a place for good cultural practice.
I'd really encourage people to put in project proposals for the collaboration and co-production funding. It's really useful to be able to work with a partner in the local community, and it will facilitate activities that benefit you, benefit Warwick, benefit the community.
We can achieve more, take research to new audiences, make new discoveries, inspire and enthuse people if we do this collaboratively. Partnership takes us to new places and brings new people into the life and work of the university.